When people ask me what the biggest problem we have in this country is, I say it's the death of truth. The last 4 years have been just a nightmare for anybody who cares about objective truth. Because of the tailwinds now that Donald Trump is experiencing in his first couple weeks of office, it's a collective sigh of relief that the United States and the world is feeling that finally we have truth back. We need to be engaged as citizens in the political process. We are the final arbiters of who controls the destiny of our nation, of our country. If we have people who use the levers of power to shade the truth, to lie to us, or to consolidate power, then we're not going to have this gift called America much longer. It's very important that we have a national leader that seeks truth, that speaks truth, that is focused on promulgating the truths of the Constitution, but it's equally important that we have the same at the local and state level. It is my sincere desire, and it's going to be my charge, to ensure that we focus on truth and that we ask the tough questions. And it's important for us to remember that it's not just a national party, it's also a local party. When most people think of politics and Republican politics, they think the national stage. They think President Trump. That is a very important part of our governance, but because you have levels of governance well below the national level that actually have just as much, if not more, impact on your life than what happens in Washington. So what the Republican Party is here in Williamson County, the Williamson County Republican Party, it is basically the voice for Republican values, the Republican platform here in Middle Tennessee. Williamson County is probably the most active county party in the state, and Williamson County itself is probably the most politically influential counties in the state. Therefore, our county party has a big voice on the stage of the state here. The county party is a political action committee, which means that we raise money, we support candidates for office. Being a participant in our county party enables your voice to be heard so that the politicians, the elected officials that we put in office, they are listening to what you have to say. It's important that we as citizens, we exercise our right and our responsibility, as George Washington said in his farewell address, to be active participants in this system. So if you're a conservative Republican, I encourage you to participate in the county party. First of all, we have the Elevate 2025 slate that I'm honored to be running with. I'm running as the chairman. We have Diane Chenard, who currently serves as the secretary. She's going to move into the first vice chair position. We have Elliot Franklin, who is our second vice chair. He's going to stay on as the second vice chair. We have Courtney Lajeunesse, who currently serves as the treasurer. He's going to move into the third vice chair position. Then we have Tim Reynaud, who is currently the assistant treasurer. He's going to move into the treasurer position. Brandon Bell, who currently serves as the third vice chair, he's going to move to the assistant treasurer. Then we're going to have two other new people joining us, superstars. Leanne Cates, who is going to move into the secretary role, and Peg Rosidi, who has done just some great work with Moms for Liberty. She's going to move into the assistant secretary role. Under the Elevate 2025 platform, we are going to do three things. First of all, we are going to maintain the transparency, honesty, and excellence in operational, fiduciary, and Republican values that the current board has established. So we're going to continue with the excellence that you've seen over the last 2 years. Secondly, we have communities outside of Franklin that I don't feel are being served by the party as well as they should be. So we're going to make a concerted effort to reach out to communities such as College Grove, such as Fairview, such as Spring Hill, and bring the party to you. We want people here in Williamson County, conservatives, to be involved in our party, because if you're not, then your voice is not being heard by the people who need to hear it. Finally, we are going to make a concerted effort to reach out to new voters or future voters. We're going to reach out to people who have just moved here. And we're going to reach out to people who maybe voted because they were tired of what happened the last 4 years under Joe Biden. They came out and supported Donald Trump. We're going to find you and we're going to try to bring you into the party. So we're going to make a concerted effort to expand our party in the next couple of years. I moved to Tennessee because I thought this is a deep red state. I want to be with conservatives, like-minded conservatives. For a long time, I thought everything was well. And then I got involved in politics, and I began to see, no, just like on the national stage, you have the potential for elected officials to serve their own interests or serve the interests of their benefactors or serve the interests of other powerful groups that they owe allegiance to. Just because this is a deep red state doesn't mean that the citizens can go to sleep. We absolutely have to be engaged, and we have to ask tough questions. If you have an elected official that does not like to answer tough questions, then that should give you pause, because truth does not fear questioning, because at the end of the day, truth will always prevail. Now, if truth is not in the equation, then you see the hostility, you see the anger come out, and that again should give you pause. We might have a problem. So I would encourage every citizen, whether you're a Republican, whether you're a Democrat, I would encourage you to take a more active role in our governance, because there's a saying that you may not care about politics. Politics cares about you.